Our sports reporter Kris Holland is there. Kris.
Good evening. Yes, you're absolutely right. That assignment is building, and it's building here in the fans park here at Franklin's Gardens. People making their way in for this Friday night fixture, Northampton Saints playing Harlequins, and we'll touch on that a bit later on. But as you say, it's all about the Rugby World Cup final tomorrow morning, isn't it? In Yokohama, a sellout crowd. What an occasion it will be, a moment of British sporting history. Courtney Lawes starting for England, and this morning our reporter Moshmi Bakshi went to meet his mum.
Sport now, and with news of Posh's rise to the top of the table, rugby, and the latest on a certain golden gymnast, Kris Holland is here. Kris.
That's right, and let's start with football, because this is very happy viewing if you're a Peterborough United supporter. They're top of League One after their fifth home league win in a row last night. Their game with Accrington at London Road was goalless at half-time, but they hit 4 after the break. Marcus Maddison got them going, this delicious dinked finish. Former Northampton Town man Ivan Toney then made it 2 shortly after with a thumping downward header. Frankie Gent got a third for his first Posh goal before Toney linked up with Siriki Dembele to complete the win in added time. That victory, coupled with defeats for Ipswich and a draw for Wycombe, puts them top of the pile. And if that's not enough, no side in the top 4 tiers of English football have scored more goals this season than the 34 bagged by Peterborough so far. On Saturday, they host 4th place Coventry.
But their enthusiasm today offered a glimpse at the sport's future.
You can tell they all absolutely loved meeting him. Obviously, Kris is here now. Kris, the countdown to the Rugby World Cup, well, it's well and truly on. It's almost here.
It certainly is. Just a few days now. Next Friday, the first game, the 48 matches of the Rugby World Cup in 2019, going right the way until November. So if you like your rugby union, you're going to enjoy the next few weeks.
Even if you don't like it, you've got it.
Absolutely.
And on a night where the Reds' big names were left out in favour of younger players, it was the experienced James Milner who opened the scoring with a hand from Stuart Moore's goalkeeping error. Milner then turned provider after the break, finding Kiana Hoover, who cleaned up to make it 2.
There have been 2 divisions of the county championship since the year 2000, and 2020 will only be the 4th season when Northamptonshire have competed in the top flight. But on each of Northamptonshire's last visits to the top division of the county championship, they've been relegated immediately after being promoted, including in 2014 when they were relegated without winning a single game.
Well, Kris Holland is there for us. Kris, have you had a go then?
I haven't had a go, but I will if you do, that's for sure. And welcome to a gorgeous Graffham water here as the UK Windsurfing Championships get underway this weekend. We're going to hear all about those in a few minutes' time. But you've mentioned windfalling, so let's hear a bit about it, shall we? Sam Ross is from the Royal Yachting Association, so give us an idea of what this is all about.
So windfoiling, rather than normal windsurfing where you're going along the water surface, you've got a hydrofoil underneath the board that lifts you up over the water surface, which means no noise, no chop, no kind of battering against the conditions, and you're going faster in less wind. Don't need as big a sail, but you can do it in really windy stuff as well.
And I've been asking if they think a new ground can ever really feel like home.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the county ground. This is definitely the last home match here.
It's Tuesday, 11th of October 1994, and Northampton Town are facing Mansfield Town in their last game at the county ground. Neil Townsend played here for the club in the late 60s and early 70s. He and his daughter Keely are lifelong Cobbler supporters. They can train here in the evening, but on the other side of the woods, the first 15 pitch isn't floodlit. In the Championship, they'll be hosting the likes of Newcastle Falcons, whose ground holds over 10,000. Here at Ampthill, there's seating for 4. They're looking to relocate to a new stadium in 3 years, but while Dillingham Park may lack in seats, it's not short of character. As Saturday's opponents Nottingham will find out.
Coming up on Look East, all your news and weather, plus I'm here in Northampton where England's women's cricketers are about to take on the West Indies in the first of a 2020 series. We'll meet the team. Join us in 15 minutes.